Hey, 4xe fans, wanted to share an important thing here. One thing that too many people have found out the hard way is when you get your low fuel indicator and your fuel gauge gets down like this, probably a good time to go ahead and stop and fill up. I am guilty of really pushing it because I feel like if I don't get 1,000 miles out of a tank of gas, I have failed. So I will drive around for several days in this state. But just know the experience that I have seen from the 4xe community is you don't have a lot of hybrid range left when this happens. The vehicle may tell you, I don't know what it'll tell me, what our range is, but it may tell you, oh, it just says low. That's right, I forgot it does that. It doesn't give you a range estimate once it gets to this. But we've seen way too many people that have just pushed that a little too far. Once it hits this, you don't have long. And so we're going to fill up this morning. But one thing I wanted to share as part of the fill up process, another problem that people will have is when they push their fuel release door and they go back there and they start filling up, that the flow is really low. And so I wanted to show you kind of what happens when I get gas in my 4xe. As soon as I pull up to the pump, I will push that button once and I'll undo my seat belt, and as I'm opening the door to get out, I push that button a second time. There is a timed cycle that this button initiates. It's not just opening that fuel door. There's actually a timed cycle that opens up the fuel system, which is pressurized, as a lot of plug-in hybrids are, to preserve the fuel as long as they can. And so pushing that button actually activates that time cycle to open up that solenoid or whatever it is that's in the at the other end of the filler neck, so that fuel can get in. But then once you start the vehicle and start to drive away, that system closes back up to reseal the pressurized system. So that's actually in the manual. You can actually find that, but that's something we have learned in the 4xe community. And I've actually seen it myself, where if I push it once and I go to fill up and the nozzle's like kicking off a lot, you can come right back in here and push that button again. It'll restart that time sequence and you can fill up just like normal. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Take care.